What's up, guys?
What's going on?
Here we are all in the studio. Mom, you're welcome.
It was all started because last night we all hung out.
We all hung out, and so we're kind of prepped, just like the good old days.
Yeah. I was meeting up with Eric Deluxe. He had texted me like a month ago. Was like, what are you doing August 23rd?
Damn, he texted you a month ago, and you text me an hour in advance.
Well, I forgot.
Well, he also lives in Vegas.
Jesus Christ. I know. I'm talking about his planning.
Yeah, my planning. And
I'm just hanging out. It's a Saturday night. And D says, come to
I used some
eat.
explicit.
And then he used explicit words that are not welcome in today's society.
Yeah.
No, they actually are. They're completely.
Now they
welcome.
They're
are.
back. They're back.
I've been all my words I used to say to people.
They're back.
I'm full back saying it.
That's cool.
I can imagine what the words were. I don't know what the text was.
It's a classic. Just think of like what Eminem likes to say.
Yeah, of
Yeah.
course.
They have the same lingo, D and Eminem.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yep.
Um.
So then
So Eric's like, do you want to? Can you hang out? I'm like, yeah, but like probably max 10 p.m. I'm not hanging out past 10 p.m.
did you stay till 10?
I stay till 10. And I was like, oh, maybe Drama's around. Or Eric's like, hit up Drama.
Yep.
And then I hit you up.
Apparently like 2 hours before you hit me up.
Maybe I hit you up an hour before.
Yeah, you did.
Maybe even 30 minutes.
Yeah.
But you came.
Yeah, and also like, we always used to go meet up with Eric wherever he was for you, anywhere in the world.
Yeah.
And we would go to the little DJ booth and we'd jump around.
Yeah.
And it was a little bit of that. We were in the DJ booth with Eric. We weren't really jumping around.
What's the music like?
Well, I think Keys goes a little more dancey.
Yeah.
So it was a little more, he mixed in some hip hop and the audience reacted really well to it.
Like just dabbling.
Dabbled. He would like dance and then like 3 hit rap records and then back to dance. Really crowded. A lot of the girl to guy ratio was
Give me a sense of numbers. Give me some stats.
60-40 girls.
Maybe more.
I mean, it was a lot.
Yeah.
There was tables of just girls.
Wow. Rich.
It was not like that in our day.
Yeah.
Yeah. And a lot of girls, they're very pretty. It felt I was trying to explain this to someone. It felt really like healthy and happy.
Yeah.
It didn't feel dark.
Yeah.
In our party days, around 1:30,
it got dark.
it just gets dark. And there's people like, maybe posturing like they're going to fight other people.
Yeah.
There's
And
people,
then there's an after hours scene in our day. I wonder if that's still the thing.
I know,
I'm sure. Yeah.
I'm sure it is, but it just didn't like feel
Because that's
like
where the
it.
real dirt happens.
Right.
Yeah.
I just feel like maybe all these kids aren't drinking and they're just on mushrooms and so everyone's happy. There was bottle service happening and sparklers and all that, but just not like it used to be. Even the bottle service felt kind of mellow, like not like anyone like peacocking.
Yeah.
And nobody felt like they were tripping or falling over drunk. Nobody felt like they were going to fight anyone.
I thought fighting's back.
Is it?
No, fighting.
I mean, on social media, fighting's back.
But you have to understand what's happened in society is happening in the economy. There's 2 worlds diverging.
Right.
Where you hang out, you do not live in reality.
Yeah, they don't fight.
Nothing you see is reality. So your commentary about social economic things are not accurate because you only see one aspect of it.
Yeah.
You go to a members club, you go to a private something event, you go to 2-3 nice restaurants, and that's it. Those places will never have that. They'll never tolerate it, and they're going to kick those people out.
What's funny is the restaurant we went to last night. One time I went there with a couple of my friends from the boxing gym.
Yeah.
They're boxers. And they kept being like, what?
Yeah.
I'm like, listen, guys, nobody in here has ever been in a fist fight.
Yeah.
Okay. You can let your guard
People
down.
have paid people to beat up people.
Yes.
Plenty of times.
What was the impetus for them to think that something would go down?
Just that like on edge. I don't know. It's like, to me, that's what I remember from like, like you remember my friend from Ohio.
Yeah, he loves to fight.
He loves to fight. And just like anytime, like if I would go to the bathroom and be like, all right, we're fucking up for sure. Someone's going to bump into you and we're fucking someone up. You know what I mean? And I just like, I came back from the bathroom one time to my friends and I started to say to them like, oh, hey, you know who I just ran into or something like that. And they all were like, who, what?
What?
And I'm like, dude,
Yeah.
you got to let the guard down.
At the place we were at last night, everyone leads with, I'm sorry.
Yeah, no one fights. There's no fighting.
There's no fighting.
So fighting might be back, but Dee's right. It's not in the bubble.
This is what's happening in like.
Have you seen airline flights?
And that's all I was thinking is like Spirit Airlines.
Not where I'm sitting.
I know, but
No. Why? Everyone's pretty quiet.
But I think it's also, I don't even think it's where you're sitting. I think
It's where I'm going.
But
I also think
even
it's
the
airline they're
terminal.
on.
Yes.
but
right?
I see the social media on the terminal.
Yeah,
People
but okay,
are fighting.
look up the city that's fighting happening on.
Yeah, it is.
It's not happening LA JFK.
Right.
JFK LA. It's just not. You see the people on the plane. There's like these funny TikTok memes. Like I have a 20-year-old Toomey backpack. I've been traveling the same fucking shitty backpack for like 20 years.
Right.
And there's the way people are dressed. They have Rimowa bag. If you don't know, a Rimowa hand carry is like 2 G's.
Owned by LVMH, right?
Yeah,
Yep.
2 G's.
They're wearing On shoes.
They're wearing some sort of designer luxury sneakers.
Not good for fighting.
They're wearing like the row, a woman's wearing like row comfy pants.
or
they're wearing,
aloe.
they're wearing $10,000 of clothes.
Yeah.
$2,000 luggage, and they're sitting in 26C. Okay, so like
Yeah.
no one's fighting on that plane.
No one's fighting. But I think fighting might be back.
Because there was a Chiefs game, a preseason game.
Yep.
Chiefs Bears, and like just a bloody fight in the
Yeah.
stands.
Chicago.
Different crowd,
I mean,
different environment.
Chirac. That's why it's called Chirac.
Right.
National Guard is coming there.
Yep. Because of all these skirmishes at the fucking
Yeah.
football games.
Yeah.
Yes. But so to your point, I wish you could get fist fight stats because I would imagine they seem up. And
I
it's
wouldn't be
great.
surprised if they're actually down
I wonder.
because of social media.
But
The
people
risk
used to
of fighting and everyone's recording.
Right.
I would
But
say
don't-
it's a coin flip if you have the wherewithal to realize, shit, I'm about to punch this guy and everyone is going to watch me punch this guy. And then there's another 50% who goes, I'm going to punch this guy and everyone's going to capture
Yeah,
it.
that's what I was going to counter with.
yeah,
I think,
it's
I think
also
a
like
benefit.
we don't know the stats because you're not going to be able to track fist fights, but maybe it's just being captured now, and
Yeah.
it wasn't back then. We saw so many fights when we used to go out.
That's what I'm saying. I feel like people used to fight in LA in clubs. And I don't think they do anymore. I mean, I'll tell you one thing.
Last
night
yeah,
was not. I went to the bathroom a couple times, and usually when you're going to the bathroom, like in a crowded club at 1 a.m, like you just feel the vibe. And there, it was happy as could be.
Maybe because it was over indexing in women and women don't fight. Men
No,
fight.
but it's just like even in the old days, like any club that was over indexing in women, the next weekend would be over indexing in men.
Not if you don't let them in.
Maybe that's what they do.
Yeah.
Props to them. Props to their door policy. Because that shit.
I think it's a combination of door policy and like, my guess is that like most, like there was a way to piece together money to get a table at a club 10, 15 years ago.
Yeah.
I think the prices are so high. I don't think you can piece it together. You have to be rich.
yeah, and they're not going to fight.
And those people are not going to fight.
And I think there is a tale of two economies because I had friends who went to the Edition over the weekend. So it was slammed.
Yeah.
Completely
Well,
across
slammed.
the street.
Yeah,
Yeah.
well, that's the club. Yeah, that place is always slammed.
But the rooftop and the lobby bar.
That place is
Slam.
packed too, man.
Yeah. And
Like-
also, everyone's back.
Yeah.
This is the first
Because those are what, $22
Europe?
drinks, probably?
20, nothing's 22. It's 25, 30, 40. It's like you're not $22 drinks is like 2 years ago. We're in hyperinflation now.
Let's talk
And-
about it.
And I think, in LA, particularly in New York, summers are quiet because people do travel. And especially this summer, because the place everyone hangs out in the summer burned to the ground.
Right.
Malibu.
Yep.
Which is where people in LA go.
Which also, I told you guys, but I drove down the PCH to go to
So
dinner in Malibu.
you went to the other side of town to
Yeah, you're
indulge.
everywhere.
I'm a social guy now.
I haven't, when people I've only been invited once in the last couple of weeks to go to Nobu Malibu. And I go, is that a thing? Like people are going back there now?
It is
And-
a thing.
So
I mean, 2 of the 5 people we had dinner with last night or whatever,
Yeah.
hung
Yes.
out with, were at Malibu at the same time.
Yes, didn't even know.
and then another group of friends were all together randomly 2 weeks ago. And then, but literally a month ago,
It was empty.
My friend said it was people, but it was not like the regular crowd.
Really?
It was people obviously could never get a reservation.
Well, they didn't open the PCH till like 2 months ago.
Yeah.
Oh, right. Well, it was bad. So here, let me just quickly.
Was it people from our side of town, or did it feel like it was Malibu people?
It felt like both.
Yeah.
It felt like older, rich people that probably live out there. And then it felt like some young influencer-y types. But like really dressed up. Like, here's the one thing. So I don't think in all my years of living in LA, I've ever had dinner at Nobu Malibu. I have obviously been there for the parties, but I don't think I've ever ate there. And like, it felt like really like fancy, like dressed up.
No, it's fancy.
It felt like a New York.
Well, I would
we don't
say,
do that well in LA.
What time did you go? What time is
8:30.
Oh, yeah. So if you went like at 4 o'clock, it's people, not, I don't know now, but people coming off the beach.
Yeah.
Like people wearing shorts, and you're just like, the bar is like drunks, like the local Malibu drunks.
It felt like a New York, because we were talking about it at the dinner table. I don't feel like LA really does that well.
No. So there's starting to be places though.
You think?
Yeah. You definitely like, like even if you go to like a Medeo's, like you'll see people in a sports jacket.
Right.
Like people are dressed up to dinner.
But it was like the combo of like cool music playing and night, it just felt New Yorky. But I have to say, the entire drive there, like the 30 minutes down PCH, because you have to go 25 miles an hour now, looked like a war zone. Like it shocked me. I obviously saw all the fire stuff on the news, and I could literally see the fires from my window. I heard all the stories, but it is like pretty shocking.
I'm actually, we went down to the beach with the kids a few weeks ago, like on a Saturday afternoon. And I was like, I'm not going there. I don't want the kids to see it.
Yeah, it's like
I don't
sad.
It's strong.
Like
I said the Palisades. It looked like it got carpet bombed.
Yeah. It felt heavy because there's something about those houses that feel kind of untouchable because they're just so expensive. And it's just like, well, nothing ever happens to those things. Yeah. And it's like for such a long stretch, there is just no houses. Like it used to be for the listeners, like you would drive down the PCH and you can't really see the beach. You just see houses on the left side.
Yeah.
And now it's just all empty.
And what the entry sticker price is 25, 30 mil for those houses?
Yeah, it gotta be. It was crazy. But then you like get through this war zone to like an oasis.
Yeah, like Soho House and Nobu.
But it was packed. It was all the, every car in the driveway's $300,000. Everyone's fucking dressed up. Music.
Well, that really speaks to what happened on Friday, which the Fed governors meet. Which, by the way, when we're talking about inequality, the federal government employees meet at Jackson Hole,
which is one of the most expensive cities in America
for this time of year, right? To summer. Why the fuck are you meeting there? You can meet at the DC fucking Hilton.
They're elites.
Okay, we don't.
Or just meet at the office.
What does that cost? $20 million to take all these people?
Easy, because it's security.
Yeah, I know. I'm sure there's a lot more than just the 10 governors or however many there are. So, anyways, they had the meeting. It's a very big meeting because it's usually the time Jerome Powell indicates how his vibe.
Too late, too stupid.
Yeah.
Yep.
His vibe.
Yep. That's what the meeting should be called.
I had the television on because I was like, I need to see it. It was 7 a.m. I woke up, went downstairs, put my TV on. I was like, I need to see this live. 7:01, market rips. Obviously, I think he gives a speech in advance.
Right.
Someone just scanned it. Boom, boom, boom. Dovish. Rates are coming down. We're out.
Yeah.
So he starts speaking, and he basically says, like, I don't think 2% inflation is going to happen. Like he basically said, like, it's going to be pretty hard to get there.
Right.
But more concerning is the labor market. The labor market is seeing cracks, and that makes them feel comfortable to cut interest rates. Right. And so, he started continuing to talk about some of the things that they're seeing in the economy. And like the issue, I think the real challenging thing is we have all-time high in everything. There's not an asset class that's not at an all-time high.
Yep.
Right? Even real estate in big cities is still at all-time high. Yes, there are cracks in Texas and Florida, Arizona, maybe like Palm Springs or whatever, but LA, New York, big cities, they're just all record high. There's no price cuts yet.
Yeah,
Nothing's
rents aren't
happened.
coming down.
Yeah. So it's not unusual for interest rates to get cut at all-time highs. It has happened in 2000 when the bubble burst for .com. It's happened in they talked about a few instances that has happened before. But it all just tells me that if we're going to more than likely get interest rates cuts in September and probably a few more after that.
And then when he replaces Powell,
we're going to
whoever, it's going to 1%.
1%. Yeah. So that'll be next May.
Can't wait for that.
So either way, if he doesn't do it, everyone knows we're getting
mega cuts.
We're getting a money printer.
Well, that also means that homes aren't going to move till he replaces Powell. Because you can't, if you know interest rates are going to be 1% or 2% in 8 months,
right?
Why would you buy a house today?
People are idiots. People will. They'll also, the risk is that they buy knowing they feel confident they can refinance. And let's just say the cuts don't come soon enough.
Yeah.
Then boom. We have a whole nother.
Yeah, you can refi. Yeah, that's a whole new bubble.
But that's
maybe that's the move actually.
Well, yeah, but that's a risk. What happens if it doesn't go down at the pace? Because just because interest rates get cut doesn't mean we got cuts last year.
Everything I've heard in the real estate market across board is nothing is moving.
Right.
Yeah, because everyone's waiting. But the problem is like the math. Housing prices need to come down like 30%, not 5, not 10, not 15, 30% to become affordable.
You think to make up for the interest rate, or
to make up for the interest rate, and just make up to where like the wage growth has been, right?
And which hasn't been much.
So the 30% decrease.
I think we're just going to be in a world. This is nothing political. That inequality is just going to like completely widen.
Yeah.
Because if you don't own a company, assets, equities, things that appreciate, you can't.
So that
you can't survive in this.
So we're probably going to enter more inflation because you're going to, as soon as you lower interest rates, what happens? Spending happens.
Right.
Spending across the board. Well, what happens when you have an extra $200 in your credit card budget at the end of October?
But what's crazy to think about is if you make $200,000 to $300,000 a year, which is a lot of money.
Yeah.
It's a tough life to live.
Yeah. If you live in a big city.
If you live in a big city.
Yeah, if you don't live in a big city.
If you have kids, forget about it.
Yeah. But if you live in a big city, it's a tough life. But if you live, outskirts of Colorado, you're rich.
Yeah, you're fine.
Right.
Literally rich. It's funny on a plane the other day, the hostess has grandkids, grew up in Orange County, and she's moving to Dallas. She said she has a $3,200 a month apartment in Newport Beach. It's like a studio.
Yeah.
She wants to live near the beach. She just said, fuck it. It's too unaffordable. Moving to Dallas, which is American Airlines hub. She's going to pay $1,400 a month. She's going to have a full service building, have a little play area for my fucking dog. Like, so I think all that to be said is interest rates are going to get cut. What that means is, the stock market went absolutely batshit crazy on Friday.
And this is how rigged the game is because it went up before he even started talking.
Because, the speech goes out at 7 a.m. Everyone saw it. So it was like, what do? You just put it into ChatGPT. Is this hawkish or dovish? Right. Dovish. Great. Bye. No, it doesn't even matter what he said. It's clearly finally he has capitulated and said, fuck it. I'm cutting rates. And so now it's like, okay, how do you play this? He sees the labor market's getting weak. We all see the labor market's getting weak. It's going to get worse before it gets better. It's probably going to be weak well into next year. And then if you assume AI, the first kind of rip of AI should be pretty substantial job losses. Then a productivity boom is what everyone is, hoping for.
Yeah.
But that's going to take time. It's going to play out over, the next couple of years. So, but with interest rates down, there'd be more liquidity in the market. Maybe there's a correction of the stock market, but everyone wants to compare it to 2000. The biggest difference between 2000, so this is a higher valuation than 2000, right? S&P.
Yeah, by a lot.
23, right? It's the richest S&P 500 market ever. My only counter to that is these companies are on fire.
Yeah, the top companies are printing cash.
Yes, and it's a shift in the economy that's happening. And so, yes, it's extremely rich valuation, but like, what if they just keep getting fucking bigger, right? Even Walmart and Target, who all, released earnings
And
this
they all
last
missed,
week,
right?
they all strong
The
sales.
stocks went down.
Yeah, but that's because they're like, we don't know what tariff impacts are going to be. It was not that the sales were down. Walmart actually had incredible sales, incredible profits. They just said tariff uncertainty. They don't know if they're going to absorb the tariffs. Is the consumer going to absorb the tariffs, or their vendors are going to absorb the tariff? That is still up for debate.
My anecdotal kind of observation is the lower income jobs are all available. And
We'll stay strong.
so that part of the labor market, which is the majority,
Yeah,
is going to be strong. So that's the Walmart customer.
Yeah.
And if the Harvard Business School kids, because I know this for a fact,
Yeah.
they're not getting jobs.
Well, they're not getting the jobs at the price they want. They
So
can get jobs. They just have to take a haircut.
all right, so you just extrapolate that to the University of Arizona.
Yeah.
That business school grad. If the Harvard kid can't get a job,
Right.
Yeah.
the Arizona kid's not getting a job.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think that crowd is going to be the most,
Impacted for sure.
at least immediately.
And we could talk about, I mean, I know it's down the docket, but how Facebook froze AI hiring.
Yeah.
After
well,
giving out
That was quick.
like NBA packages.
That's quick.
They were paying them like Giannis.
Yep.
I think like if you're like, and I don't know how much AI you're using in your work today, but like we have, like our engineers use it. Other parts of the orgs are starting to use it. It's good, not great.
You need someone on top of it.
Yeah, you still
we
need
know
people.
that.
Yeah,
And-
we
and-
use it, but it's not very.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like so like my hypothesis, which I think a lot of people now are also saying, it's not about job replacement, it's about job productivity. We have had a lack of productivity the last couple of years in the workforce. A lot of companies are bloated. I would say most companies are bloated, especially the big companies are extremely bloated. Facebook, Microsoft, Google, you can cut 30, 40% of those fucking companies tomorrow, would not skip a beat. So,
But it's scary when the companies that have the most cash
yeah.
are firing people.
Yes.
Like Microsoft
So
is firing,
I'm
10% of their staff.
I'm going to share an interesting stat that I saw on Shopify's most latest earnings. They were talking about sites that do under $2 million are rapidly growing, and there's a ton of new ones. Or sites that do over $50 million are really healthy. The 2 to 50 are struggling. The direct-to-consumer sites, which checks. I know a lot of 2 to 50s.
Yeah.
And on their D2C site, they are struggling. They're not doing the numbers they did 2, 3, 4 years ago.
Right.
But my point is there's a record number of people that have applied to open new businesses, like formations of corporations. So like, I think what's going to happen with AI, what happens, it's easy to run a $300,000 a year business that maybe you make 50 G's a year,
Right.
60 G's a year.
And you're
Right.
a one-man shop.
You're a
one-woman
one-man shop. You outsource everything. And like take for e-commerce, for example. There's people that I know that do 500 grand a year, make 120 grand a year. They have no employees. They outsource everything. With AI, maybe they can make $150. Who the fuck knows? I don't know. Marginally better. So there will be this like entrepreneurship boom, which usually happens when you can't get a fucking job. I mean, frankly, like when I started 5-4, it was because the job market was trash. We were all graduating college and we were in a recession.
Yeah, I mean,
9/11 just happened. It was fucked.
yeah, really smart people we know became promoters.
Yes.
Right.
Brian Toll.
Worked out.
Brian Toll was
Yeah.
smoking weed playing PS1
Yeah.
or whatever it was.
He was living the life.
He really
and he
beat
like
the odds.
literally became a club promoter because he had no choice. And he was graduated top, did well at USC, honors, this, that, good degree, smart kid. Couldn't get a job.
But can I ask this? What similar but just a little pivot, like why do you think Meta went so quickly from headlines that they're paying $300 million for AI jobs to pausing hiring?
I know the answer to that exactly.
What?
His stock got so punished for being fiscally irresponsible on the virtual reality Meta bullshit.
Yeah.
Right? And he's sitting there looking at it, or someone at the company realized, look, the AI talk is great, but when that earnings report, if that number looks fucking huge, you're going to spook everyone that you are out of control again. And he just, you know, they just had the biggest comeback. This is like Rocky versus Drago. Yeah. Drago killed him. He was dead. And he came roaring back and won. He became an American hero.
Yeah. Cavs down 3-1 against the Warriors.
Yeah, I mean,
come back and win.
It's like he was dead and he won. He's like, if someone is advising him, chill. This game,
at least signal you're chilling.
Yes. And by the way, there's so many ways to still be aggressive on the AI race. And by the way, they just gave Scale IA kid like $16 billion. Why don't you see how that plays out before you give some other fucking random kid another 100?
I think he like.
I think he just started to go crazy.
Yes.
I think he started to go crazy, like D said, which I completely agree. And they're like, your stock's going to get crushed if you keep doing this.
Right. That makes sense. That checks out.
And then you just say like, oh no, we're done.
Yeah.
He must be like a bit of a, like, if you believe in it, go all in it.
He's a founder.
Right. But I mean,
and he has super voting shares.
Yeah.
And I know
but he likes being really rich now. Like he was always rich, but now he's like
he's worth over 100 billion. Yeah.
Yeah. He likes being 300 billion rich. He didn't like that 20 to 40 billion.
Yeah, I think the 100 billion rich is a different thing.
It's like another plan.
We were talking about this in one of our chats, the Dallas Cowboys documentary.
Yes, so good.
And Jerry Jones is kind of like Zuck.
Yeah.
He just does whatever the fuck he wants.
Yeah.
And no one's going to tell him.
But it's like Zuck went all in on the metaverse.
Yeah.
Changed the company name.
He should change it back.
Literally. And nothing really to show for. I mean, I know that like
it shouldn't be called Meta anymore.
It shouldn't be called Facebook because no one goes on that either.
I mean, all they spent however much they've spent to essentially up until today do a collaboration with Ray-Ban that records video.
By the way, the entire company of Meta is Instagram, which he didn't build.
Right.
The entire company is based on Instagram.
WhatsApp too.
But WhatsApp doesn't generate money.
But it gets users.
Sure.
And then you're in the...
No one who signs up for WhatsApp goes, oh, they own Instagram? No, that's nonsense.
But all the revenue is ad dollars on Instagram.
Ad dollars from Instagram. Right. WhatsApp, sure. I'm sure
Facebook still generates a ton of money.
Can you check on ChatGPT how much revenue WhatsApp does and profit WhatsApp does compared to Instagram's revenue and Instagram's profit?
And Facebook.
Facebook is still printing money.
Yeah.
Right,
but my point is that I
get notifications from our mom nonstop on Facebook.
That generation is on Facebook. Yeah. I have not logged in 3 years.
Facebook and Instagram.
All her friends are commenting.
Yeah.
But what do you think the ad revenue is on Facebook versus Instagram?
I'm sure Instagram.
That's a ChatGPT.
Yeah. But I think the point is that like he's in a very like unbelievable position because basically Instagram, it's not like Google. You know, like Google has like 17 sources. I mean, obviously search is just the reason why
90% of their profit.
But YouTube is an obscenely valuable piece of property to own, right?
I'm telling you, don't sleep on Google in this whole AI race.
Well, here's what I said.
So, I mean, I know someone very senior in the metaverse, Meta.
Yeah.
And there was a whole coup that DeepMind did last week.
Yeah.
About what?
Stealing employees.
Okay, so sorry, explain to me.
Sorry. So people that worked at Meta, they were very senior.
Yeah.
DeepMind, which is owned by Google,
did
a coup and stole a bunch of employees.
From Meta.
Yep.
Right.
Estimated revenue for WhatsApp is 1.8 billion for 2024.
1.8 billion?
1.8 billion.
It's nothing.
Peanuts.
It's irrelevant.
They don't separate.
They're not making money. That's
for an app that you don't pay for.
Yeah, exactly. But my point is it doesn't do anything.
What about the other two?
Instagram was 66.9 billion revenue in 2024.
What about Facebook?
Facebook core.
Yeah, it's going to be hard. It may not.
Well, just do
recognize.
Facebook revenue total, and we could subtract the 66.
So I think the point is that like the entire business is being valued. It's not being valued off of Facebook. It's not being valued off of WhatsApp. It's literally being valued off of Instagram,
which is an inferior product to TikTok.
What's the market cap on Meta?
1 point something trillion.
Yeah, it's in the trillions.
Can you imagine that Instagram, which got by how much? What did it get bought for?
500 million.
No, $1 billion.
$1 billion.
$1 billion. No,
$1 billion.
they raised at 500 million, sold at $1 billion.
1.2 billion or something.
Yep.
10
Is
employees.
is basically worth $1 trillion.
That's wild.
Because Facebook, if Facebook was a publicly traded stock on its own today, it would be worth nothing. It would not be worth what Facebook is. Meta is worth.
Well, do you have any clue what the multiple on the market cap on Meta is?
They trade at like 30 plus times EBITDA PE.
That's not that crazy, right?
No, because they're growing.
I mean, in modern times, right?
Yeah,
that's wild. Like, that's
1.9 trillion.
It's really the value of
the market
Instagram.
cap.
yes. This and that's why I'm telling you.
Yeah.
Someone told him what got in his ear and said,
Chill
"Bro,
the fuck out.
you got Instagram worth 1.9 trillion.
Get back on the wakeboard.
Instagram is worth
Get on the wakeboard, grab the American flag,
and shut
chill
the fuck up.
out.
Yeah, literally. Like, shut up.
Yeah.
You got Instagram is worth 1.9 trillion. Instagram.
Which is the laziest.
It sucks.
You know what I mean? Like, as far as innovation or like, you know what I mean?
I mean, I don't even go on Reels. I don't know if you do.
I don't at all.
Unless
but
a friend posts a reel, I'll click it.
Yeah.
But I'm not like TikTok, I just scroll.
But think about it. As a product, it has not evolved at all. I mean, the last big innovation was stealing stories from Snapchat.
Yeah.
The last thing they did, they did maps where it showed your location. It was like a huge security.
I saw that. I almost feel like they do that for marketing.
Yeah.
But yeah, wow. Did you get more information?
No, it's
Okay,
it's
that's
not
fine.
separating.
That's fine. We got our point. Okay, well, that I like that take. That checks out completely. Do you want to go to like?
Okay, so Facebook did 48 billion in the last quarter. So, times that by 4.
Yeah. 250.
So, I mean, that means
48
it's
billion.
still,
Didn't you say
no,
60 something billion in 2024 as a whole?
Just
For
Instagram.
Instagram. 66.9 billion in revenue for 2024.
But that means 170 billion is still happening
And
on
in,
Facebook.
and
Yeah, the boomers.
Yeah, the
and
boomers.
Boomers love it.
Yeah.
and
boomers.
WhatsApp was 1 point something for the whole year.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Yeah. But my guess is if you looked at Facebook,
So it's 25% effectively.
but if you split the company in half and you said Instagram is its own company and Facebook is its own company, Instagram is worth more than Facebook.
Even with a quarter of the revenue?
Yes. Palantir is worth half of Facebook.
I mean, that's also
I know, but
different.
it's where the excitement is. Facebook 10 years from now is going to be less relevant as today. Instagram might not be. Instagram might be more relevant.
I think Instagram.
They have no competition.
Yeah.
TikTok is like
What?
also just doing nothing.
Yeah, but TikTok. I wonder what.
I know, but their
is.
ad product.
What's the
Their ad product's evolving
take rate on
faster than Meta.
TikTok Shop?
Are you familiar with?
It's low.
I don't remember
Very
off the top of my head. I don't remember. But are you familiar with GMV Max?
No.
Okay, so just to give you an example of what's happening is, long story short, essentially TikTok has a new ad product called GMV Max, which is essentially that if you turn it on, you can set the numbers that are your number. Like, I don't want to go below this return, and I'm willing to spend this much. And then if you tag your product in your page, your TikTok shop, it treats every video like an ad. And the same way the algorithm helps you find an audience to watch content organically, the algorithm finds an audience to shop. So now
Wow.
there is no finding audiences and manually choosing.
It's
It's
auto.
just you turn on GMV Max and everything is an ad.
So
And,
are you
and Meta
seeing,
still doesn't have
Are you
that.
still is the performance though?
It is. It's good. It's great.
I haven't heard anyone spend except these native TikTok brands
Yeah.
who are obviously crushed on TikTok.
Yeah.
But like a larger brand that has like multi-channel, everyone tells me they're still spending more money on Facebook and Instagram than they are on
I
TikTok.
think that that's true, but I think that it's just still a product of like newness. I think that the speed that it's going to shift, if Meta doesn't continue. I mean, I'm sure that they're going to match whatever this GMV Max product is, whatever their version of it is.
Yeah.
But I'm just telling you that they are innovating essentially there's no reason. I mean, there still is, but just to make my point, you don't need an agency.
Yeah.
So like I had a meeting the other day with a young girl who has an idea for a journal, and she's like, well, I need to run ads, right? And so I need an agency and I need to learn how to pick audiences, right? And it's like, no, you can just launch your product on TikTok Shop, turn on GMV Max, make 100 videos, and it'll find you your audience.
Yeah.
And you don't need an agency. You don't need whatever.
I will say my TikTok feed, legit half the feed is a clip from some famous podcaster
and then a product.
And their product.
But let me give you another example. Here's another example. You can sign up on TikTok to be an official like TikTok Shop creator. And you patch into all of the products that are available for you to sell and how much they're willing to give you on commission. And you can just choose and you can just make product all day long. Most of the products you can order a free sample.
Yep.
And you can just make content all day long and make a living being an affiliate. As a kid, you can literally just sign up as a creator and you can make, I mean, there's people making obviously millions, but like $100,000 a year just being a TikTok Shop affiliate. You never have any interaction with the brand. You never know. So there's nothing like that on Meta.
It's like the clipping, basically, right?
It's clipping, or it's like, I mean, we do it. And like, there's kids that are just stars. They're just really good. And it's some random kid. Like, I'll give you an example. I don't want to say his name, but there's an account where his name is Kevin's Picks. And Kevin just picks his favorite shit and tells his audience about it. And he makes great videos about it. I don't even know why they all do so well. Some are just weird, but we matched up with them. He makes great videos for our product and now he keeps doing it because he's making a lot of money. We made a lot of money from his videos and there's a handful of them out there and that's just his job.
Isn't that
Kevin's
Whatnot?
Picks.
What? Isn't that Whatnot basically?
Isn't Whatnot live
different.
though?
Well, Whatnot's
Live, but same.
No,
it's just random people, right?
No, but it's very different.
I think
It's
it's
live
like-
shopping.
Yeah, I think it's like a different approach, but the point is you can be
Nobody.
yeah, it's almost like everyone kept talking about like how can social media become home shopping network?
Yeah.
Everyone's tried it. But I really feel like the thing that's proving to be real that is the new home shopping network is people being their own tastemakers.
Yeah.
And
Driving traffic to whatever they like.
and then they get paid and they, like I've talked to the dude, I think he posted it the other day, so it's not private, but the dude from Comfort, like he has kids that are like, I want to become a millionaire by the time I'm 22, because just the volume that they're doing in videos is crazy.
Yeah.
And there's none of that in Meta. So even though Meta, I think for most brands is still a bigger portion of the spend, there's no innovation happening.
And I'm saying all this to say that's why he piped down the AI spend.
Yeah.
Dude, you're talking about 200 and something $1 billion revenue company that shits cash, and they're basically Apple. They're winning despite themselves, where like they have not given consumers innovation and they have not given businesses innovation, but there's nowhere else to go.
So do you think he actually realizes that
100%.
and the board is telling him, we know how to make the stock go up?
Well, yeah, I think he realizes
That's why he did the Meta shit.
Who stepped in and said, hey man, like fire some people?
I don't
and
know. It has to be the
stock
board.
buyback. That was like a famous story
okay.
that someone did it.
Okay. So
One of the big
yeah.
shareholders.
Wait, on the AI talk, I saw you post on Instagram, Mustafa,
What'd I do?
some book.
Oh yeah, it's great.
It's D's boy.
That's your homie?
Well, met him like a very long time ago, probably 15 years ago.
Yeah, it's a great book.
He's the one who started DeepMind.
Yeah, it's a great book.
Then now he runs AI for Microsoft.
Yep.
What's he talking about?
He's talking about like here is the detailed explanation of why AI is not only so exciting but so incredibly dangerous. And it's the combination of AI meeting like genetic engineering. There's crazy breakthroughs happening there too, where you can edit genomes and things. And like here's the real, like it's pretty wild. Like an angry school shooter type could genetically engineer COVID in 5 years. Instead of shooting 5 people at an event,
Just wipe out.
you
10
could
million.
wipe out 10 million at a, or whatever, at a, like
the world.
and
yeah.
like that's coming. And so how do you regulate?
So I've only met him once. Steve met him, I think, a handful of times. And he was talking about this shit in 2014.
Yeah. He talks about talking about it. He says, like, I've been trying.
And he, at the time, clearly he's public. He has a freaking book.
Yeah.
But at the time, he was like in the shadows.
He was a ghost.
Yeah, I think he's freaked out. It's pretty freaky.
Well, the genie's out of the bottle now.
Because it's also like you can like do the coding on, and then also adding the element of I think it's quantum computing.
Yeah.
And just like when you look at those three things, it's like the printing press or the automobile or the airplane on like steroids.
So just for background for listeners, Mustafa started DeepMind over 10 years, 11, 12 years.
Co-founder, yeah.
Co-founder 13, 14 years ago.
Yeah.
Had 65 PhDs working on AI. Then Google bought them for $400 million, DeepMind. And it was probably the best buy other than YouTube.
Yeah, that's a steal.
And DeepMind's running all of Google's AI.
Yep. And so this guy wrote a book. It's called, I forget now. It's called The Coming Wave. Is that what, do you remember?
And I saw
I'm the one who posted it. I don't even remember.
Yeah.
But
I think it is The Coming Wave.
Yeah, but it's his, like what I just said. It's his take on
Doomsday.
Yeah. But also like insanely optimistic, but just saying like a wild amount of responsibility. Here's my last question. Do you think that there was any FOMO? Like if you're thinking about share price, part of Zuck going so hard and paying these people all this money, these AI engineers, is because that like if you weren't talking about AI in your earnings, you were getting punished.
Yeah.
But you think maybe he just went a little too hard.
I think there was a story that I think it's called SSR. It's Ilya, who was the OpenAI head research guy, started a company, $33 billion valuation pre-product, and he tried to buy it.
Zuck.
Right.
Yeah. But do you
So
think
he was going all in.
Yeah.
And then someone told him.
I think it worked. His stock got near an all-time, it's not now, but it got near an all-time high
You just might be
because
a
of all
little-
this AI momentum. The question that I really have is like, it's very clear to me where a Google benefits from AI, whether it's YouTube, search, all the productivity tools they own.
Everything you Google is AI now.
Yeah, but forget the search part of it. There's a lot of other use cases. It is unclear to me where the benefit is going to be for Meta because they haven't shown any of it, right? Like no one's using the Meta AI tool that they have where you can just type in, or even WhatsApp has it. You can, they have their own version of ChatGPT. No one's using that.
You know what the biggest scam with Meta is? Threads. Because we all get served threads because we're on, and they claim the users.
They say it's 400 million users.
You know what they do now is they show me random hot girls on my notifications.
Yeah.
And so it looks like you got a notification from a random hot girl, but it says like, blah, 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 posted a thread you might like. And I'm like, you are fucking trying to trick me.
Yeah, yeah.
And if you click it, it goes.
They're in that era. They're in their Apple era, which is milk. They're going to milk so much cash over the next 5-10 years.
But the difference is he's the founder and he's not even 40, I don't think.
Yeah.
He must just be an extreme fella. Like the way he got into MMA and then started doing competitions and like going on ring walks at the UFC. Like it just seems like he's like, oh, I like this. We need to go all in.
So I do. I would love to see him articulate a clear vision. If I was on the board, I'd be like, all right, I get it. You gave Alexander Wang $16 billion. You gave these couple nerds another $1 billion. What are we doing here?
Well, it sounds like you couldn't articulate it if they paused hiring.
Yes.
The board was like, all right, that's enough.
Because I don't see it in the app. Are my ads serving better? Okay. If you want to say it's an ad play, great. Is it a consumer play? Because he is trying to compete with ChatGPT.
Yeah, I mean, and also
Meta
TikTok,
intelligence
obviously, like the TikTok ads I get for Shop are clearly targeted to me.
Oh yeah.
I'm 42 peptides.
Yeah.
Yes.
Are you on peptides?
Yes.
Yeah.
This is what you need to get on.
But think about how TikTok's algorithm is unbeatable at serving you content you're gonna like. So all they do now is turn that on for products you're gonna like.
Yeah.
And it's gonna work. Because it's whatever that
we had a
base
conversation
algorithm.
about peptides with Deepak yesterday.
And now you have links sent to you on fucking
No,
TikTok?
I was already getting it. I was like, should I look into this? He's like, yeah, why not?
It's crazy.
So I was just looking. Instagram is
And
responsible.
creatine, by the way.
Instagram's responsible for 1/3 of their profit.
Meta.
They do 21 billion in profit,
which is insane.
and Facebook does 164 billion of revenue, and the rest of their profit, right? Like, what is that?
Right.
40 billion. So it obviously the margins of Instagram are better than the margins of Facebook. What's interesting is if you had split those companies, they're probably valued the same. I would value Instagram more.
Yeah.
I mean, OpenAI is a $500 billion company.
Yeah.
What are they doing in
Seems-
revenue?
Seems cheap, frankly. And I said this a few months ago where I said, I think OpenAI won. It's over. I meant for the consumer. I think they won. I do not believe Perplexity is not winning.
Right.
I think Google can win.
I think they can win with Google. Everyone's going to win in AI, but in different pockets. YouTube is going to serve the best content. They're going to get better, right? Google,
I mean, YouTube is amazing.
Google.
When I watch a video, it gives me exactly what I want to see next.
Yeah, so Google productivity, between Gmail and Google Sheets, they can crush it there with AI. Are people going to choose? OpenAI is the brand. ChatGPT is the brand.
Right.
Are you switching to Gemini just because it's better? I'm not.
It's already called ChatGPT it.
Yes.
It's
Google
like
it.
Uber.
ChatGPT
Yeah,
it.
that's what I'm saying. It's
It's
over.
like, just Uber it.
Consumer.
Uber for this,
Where you're
ChatGPT
going,
for this.
Everyone, all the technology people want to talk about. The model. Doesn't matter. The consumer. I pay $30 a month. You ain't switching me.
But I do feel like we're so early. It's hard. You know what else is an incredible product, but I don't think even in this conversation yet, is the way that on Twitter you can say, hey, at Grok, is this accurate?
Oh,
or can you tell me
that's
what this
amazing.
is? Like, it's really good.
Every time someone says something controversial,
Yeah.
if you go on the feed,
Yeah.
it says, hey, Grok, is this real?
Yeah,
Yes.
someone questions it.
Think about how helpful that is.
That is helpful.
Like when you in a day and age where you can just get pulled into a fake news
thread.
black hole.
Yeah.
It's really.
But I see the use case of AI very clearly. Like, where are you using AI on Instagram? You as a consumer.
I know.
I don't see it.
Yeah.
That's
No.
what I struggle with.
Well, they have to just do it in the background, right?
But everyone else is not. Everyone else is doing it in your face.
You know, the one of the things, I don't think this is the full use case, but like one of the things I've heard too is that like the future of sort of ads, let's say on Instagram, is, hey, here's an image of my product. Make me an ad that gives me a 3 ROAS. I'm willing to spend $10,000.
Yeah,
and
so
it makes you.
I've seen the backend admin section, tons of AI.
Yeah.
So it's all about the ad experience.
Right.
Ad creation, ad management, ad optimization. If that's all it is, I think you'll make a shitload of money, but you have to win on the consumer end.
Yeah.
If you do not win on the consumer end, someone will eventually beat you.
Yeah.
That's the scary part.
I just still do not get, and it blows my mind that the TikTok algorithm for just entertainment is so much better.
As soon as I end up on Real, I'll even go and say the videos on X, that algorithm is getting fucking good.
Yeah, it is.
It is good.
It is real. Like my ex, I watch a couple, random sports videos. I get 500 more. I watch some fight with some Cincinnati Reds. I get 30 more views of that fight.
Yeah.
Like, it's insane how accurate it's gotten.
Instagram's is dog shit.
I know. That's why I don't understand. Where's the AI?
I don't know.
Where's the consumer facing point of the AI?
I click out of Instagram so quickly.
It is
these
so
days.
bad at keeping you on.
Yeah.
And they try to do all this shit where like so much of your feed isn't even people you follow. Like they've tried to do it.
Yeah.
But it is just trash. It loses me instantly.
Yeah.
Where TikTok, I will literally like an hour will pass.
Yeah.
And I'll be like, what the fuck just happened? And like, man, yeah.
And they mix it up too.
Yes.
Because they know all the different interests you have.
I'll be watching sports and I'll go into like CIA conspiracies. And I'm
same.
hooked.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. It's amazing.
All right, let's go to
Speaking of
boots on the
conspiracy-
ground. You want to talk about boots on the ground?
I want to talk about boots on the ground.
Okay. So I'm a little out of the loop here.
Okay.
So what I know is that Trump said enough is enough of all this crime. There's crime in a lot of major cities, but specifically in his hometown of Washington, D.C. He said, fuck it. I'm bringing in the National Guard. This has reached a breaking point.
Yeah.
But here's the part that I'm kind of out of the loop on. It's incredibly controversial.
Yes.
Like people are really upset.
Yeah.
And you're militarizing, and this is ridiculous. I've even seen, to be honest, people that are a little more right-leaning or maybe center be upset about it. What can you give me the clarity of what's going on?
I mean, basically, crime in Washington D.C. has been out of control for a very long time.
Right.
One of the Doge kids, Big Balls,
yeah.
got his face smashed.
Apparently his balls aren't that big, or maybe too big.
It's too
for
big.
His body.
Yeah, you stick to the math. You don't try to take down carjackers.
You don't know how to fight. You got big balls, but you don't know how to.
So he said, "Fuck it, I'm bringing the National Guard." Put literally police and military all over Washington D.C.
Yeah.
Crime, shockingly, has gone down 30, 40, 50% in some areas of crime, like petty theft and whatever.
Murder, it looks like.
No murders in 10 days.
I mean, I just.
And just think about it. Who dies in Washington, D.C.? Is it white people?
No, it's black people.
Yeah.
Okay.
I have.
Why would you be against this?
No.
So I understand the idea of like there is a school of thought of like specifically older people that like the idea of U.S. military type personnel on American soil sounds crazy.
Right.
But what if we reached a point that it may actually be needed?
Yes, and another thing that I'm just curious about, because I believed, I agree with this, is like one of the common complaints was like, why do we keep spending money on overseas wars when our own cities are going downhill?
Yeah,
and so it's like,
and I'll give you my take.
The real issue is not the mechanism; is that he does all these things without getting congressional approval.
But don't you think he won't get congressional approval?
Who's going to prove it?
I mean, they control the House and Senate.
I know, but don't you think like the attitude is like, hey, the crime is unacceptable. We're going to stop it tomorrow. Here's how you stop it.
At least
I'm not going to play politics.
Maybe it'd say, okay, we're going to test this for the next 90 days. And in 90 days, we're going to hand over police with a policy.
Well, the problem is he doesn't have the authority. And it's going to get in courts.
But here's my question: is
but
like
he has the authority. He just did it.
He can do it, but he could also get reversed immediately.
Okay, but it's not.
I mean, it's 10 days.
It's a long time. You don't think these people? I think people after day 3 were like, oh shit, I get to walk around at night.
Right? Like, aren't we kind of arguing the wrong topic?
Yeah. What's the point? You should be arguing why is everyone dying in Washington D.C.
Shouldn't we be arguing like why can't the police handle it? What's happening? How did this happen? What are the policies?
I saw a video of an older black guy say, "You need to bring the National Guard to Chicago."
Right? Aren't they going to?
Yes.
That's his next move.
Yeah.
I just am confused. I understand that it's easy to be like, oh, fascism, and I get it. But like, if at the end of the day, the crime is significantly down, this isn't, I don't think, a permanent plan. Like all of our cities are just going to be completely militarized.
It's physically possible.
Right.
I think the point of the way the government is constructed, and this is what the founding fathers did hundreds of years ago, is intentionally for it to be slow.
Right.
So that you actually have consensus and there's back and forth.
Right.
So sure, maybe that is the right move, but get everyone on board.
Here's my question.
It's impossible in today's environment.
My question is, when Xi Jinping went to San Francisco and they completely...
They didn't ask for consensus then.
There was no consensus. Is it because it's a Humvee? Like where's the line of like, yeah, but you can't do that?
Yeah.
That's my question. And I know people.
I don't even see I have not heard the downside case to having them there yet.
I think
the downside case is that you're just like overreaching your authority.
But maybe we're at that point for some cities.
But let me ask you this. If someone told you like, yeah, I'm going to go a little overboard here. It's not going to hold. It's going to get reeled back. But I need to make an example and stop this immediately. And we're talking about stopping murders and robberies and people being traumatized. Like, aren't we like we talked to a friend the other night who was almost robbed in LA. And he's a grown, very stable, healthy man that told us that he had to do a couple months of therapy from almost getting his house broken into, because that's how traumatizing it is. And I'm just so curious of like, hey, if at the end of the day, we're stopping that.
I would love a tank on Sunset. I'd love a
tank outside of my
if a tank was on my corner and I had to salute every time I walk by I get to walk home at night, I would fucking sign me up. I want a tank and a couple guys with machine guns.
Imagine a tank and you and the kiddos can go walk around the block at 7 p.m., whatever you would do it at night. And you just give a nice salute. Yeah. And you just...
God bless America.
Miles is on a bike.
Yes. We can't do that at night. Are you joking?
I get it. I understand.
Give me a tank.
I wish instead we were saying, hey, yeah, heavy-handed, don't love it, but let's get to the real problem, which is like, but if Congress is going to shut that down, then can you give us another solution that's going to stop?
A very simple thing is Trump went very aggressive on the border closing, right? There's literally no one coming into this country anymore.
Right.
It was a very simple solution. Stop it.
But all the Democrats kept saying that, like, no, it's because we need a bill and we need a this and
No,
a
it's
that.
just you put some protection at the border. People can't come in anymore.
No, I think the point is democracy, the way it was intended in America,
Right.
was that all branches are relevant.
I
And
understand.
There isn't just one person who can just say, whether you think it's the right and you get the right results,
Right.
it doesn't matter, because what's next?
But are you familiar with what I also think the what's next approach is a little sometimes it's totally valid and right. But it's the same way that, like, okay, let me say this. I'll give an argument on both sides. I think it's stupid that gun people will not give an inch things like extensive background checks because you can't, what's next, right? I think that's stupid. I also think that it's stupid to say to jump to what's next as if Trump is going to, just have the military marching at all times.
Well, the problem is
and we're all going to be
his messaging, even though he's not going to be even physically able,
right,
talks about a third term.
Give me VP, he said today.
Oh, he's going to be JD's VP. I think I saw that. Yeah. He's
allowed to do that.
but don't you think, like,
He's allowed to do that.
I don't know.
Of course he is.
Do you know
Is
how
he allowed
smart
to do
that is?
He's allowed to do that?
What?
Yeah,
Yeah,
he's
he
not
can be
president. He can be his VP.
That's good.
But he doesn't have the ego to be VP.
I know, no chance.
But he's not going to be come on.
I just think it's like,
I know he's done. He's going to be 82 when he's done. He's too old. He's already declining.
He's old.
did you see like what Newsom did though, where he said something like,
Newsom's just playing the Trump playbook.
I know, but Newsom did a
Trump
thing where he said like
charisma.
8 out of 10 of the highest crime states are red states, but all the crime is happening in the blue cities.
Yeah, all the mayors
it's
of every
all,
single
like,
one of those cities.
Trickery.
Yeah.
And I understand. I'm not saying that the Trump argument is stupid or that I love military in cities. I just like, how do we stop the fucking crime?
You do love military. You want to tank outside
I love the
your building.
results.
Yes.
That's what I love.
I know, but
if we could do it without Humvees,
but let
I
me
would
just
take
ask
that
you just plain
instead.
one question. I
Yep.
know where you live.
Yep.
You need a tank outside your neighborhood.
I do. I need a tank to walk me to Starbucks.
Yes, exactly.
Because I've been walking there every day, and that shit is yes.
Yeah, you want a tank.
And I would do it. I would salute.
Yes.
Yes.
If you had to salute, I would salute in a second. If I had a tank. in front
All
of my
that I'm
house.
saying is, if you give me an option, do you want to salute the tank and have the tank walk you, or do you want to live in a city where you can just walk?
Yeah.
I would rather not have the military.
Yeah.
But my second option is I'm saluting.
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah. I will high knee down to fucking
Yeah.
Starbucks. If
I'll
I
sing
have
the
to.
national anthem in the
The whole
fucking
way.
morning. I don't care. I want to live in peace and quiet.
Yep. Think about it. We are talking about, I mean, there's something about these robberies in LA that feels like it's up in the last month.
I feel like we're hearing too many stories from our
I
friends.
think this summer.
I don't know if our guy that is friends with Hockman, I mean, Hockman, I'd love to like
Yeah, where you at,
understand.
Hank?
I know, come on, bro.
Man, clean this shit up.
We had a plan.
Oh, they're not catching him.
But was he going to make such an example that the new
Did
ones
you
would
see
never do?
the chase where the guy was getting chased by the cops?
You told me this last night. They gave up.
Yeah, they gave up.
Yeah.
And the news cam was like, I can't believe it. He just at the gas station filling up gas and he just went on his merry way.
Maybe the police aren't in sync with the DA. They're just like, yeah, whatever.
I think the cops are like, fuck it. They're letting this dude out tomorrow. I'm not risking my life
Yeah.
and getting filmed and getting
We should get
called.
someone on from the LAPD. I want to know what's going on. I don't understand how crime up.
Well, isn't like the police chief running for governor or something?
I think he's doing something. He's definitely running for office.
He did like a thing about Newsom and about.
Yeah.
It's
I
just,
mean,
look,
he's probably the wrong candidate.
I'm sure he is.
Yeah,
I don't
we
think
need a general in the military to be mayor of LA at this point.
my only
Who
point.
wants to live like this and pay
I know.
this much to live here? I don't want to live like this. Fucking stupid.
My only point, and I don't want to even get involved in the political bullshit, but it's just like, dude, I think we're arguing the wrong thing if we're arguing about Congress and optics and fascism instead of like, why the fuck
Is everyone dying?
is everyone getting shot and murdered and robbed in every fucking city?
Yeah.
It's like, it drives me so nuts that I feel like we have just gotten used to a level of danger
Yeah.
in LA that is would have blown us away 10 years ago.
Oh,
I mean, pre-COVID, I didn't feel unsafe anywhere.
If you would have heard of one of our friends getting robbed at gunpoint for his watch 10 years ago, you'd be like, fuck.
Yeah.
What a like traumatizing, never even heard.
Now it's like regular.
It's last night or the other night, we were sitting at a table and it's like, oh yeah, I did. Yeah, my friend. Yeah, me, yeah. That's every table. Anytime literally when I meet people now, I meet some people playing golf that are like older, whatever. And I'm like, hey, have you been robbed?
Yeah.
And everyone is like, yeah, well, yeah. When I went to Florida a month ago, they got me. I went to, when he was out of town.
It's insane.
It's so normal. And we're just used to it now.
Yeah.
And now it's just like, do you have a gun? Do you have security?
Swing the other way, put a couple fucking tanks.
It is like,
maybe someone
it's
gets
not funny
blasted.
because people get killed.
Yes.
But we hear about it and like, you're not shocked when you hear about it.
That's a problem. That's why
problem. We're getting used to it.
That's equally as dumb as the fascism statement. Like that we're getting
I mean, I can't even name the number of people we all know that have been robbed.
Many times.
Everyone. And we were learning last night about all the new services that they offer of like smoke screens and laser beams and the shit you just have to have now.
The murders are going to go up when the drones have guns in your house. Just be like, all right, in LA last night, 6,000 dead.
Yeah.
Tried to rob someone.
Yeah, I know
everyone's dead.
That's what your boy's book is about.
Yeah.
Literally.
Yeah.
Like the robbers will now have drone swarms instead
but on the bad side.
An AR-15, yeah.
But the problem in LA specifically, because we know it so well, is that people that live in gated communities have private security separate from the gated community security.
Yeah.
I know too.
Yeah.
And the people that we were just having a conversation with are literally talking about it like as if you get a really nice house in a great part of town and you get to pick your landscaping and your whatever and your fucking Mission Impossible security system.
Yes.
That is just like an accessory to your $7 million home.
Yeah.
Like it's crazy.
It's crazy. And you don't want a tank?
I'll take a tank.
Everyone should have a tank.
Yeah. All right. Send out the tanks.
Yeah.
Okay. Now I feel like we talk a lot of like bubble talk, right?
Yeah.
And even talking about the crime in these major cities, that's not everyone.
No.
That's not the whole. I think we need to
reel it in.
And
wait, crime, just to get back, sorry.
Yeah.
Like your family in Ohio, your parents, do they talk about that stuff or is it not even
What's
an
not
issue?
happening there?
Yeah, they don't talk about it at all. I don't think it's happening.
Not in the heartland.
Not in the heartland. Not where we're about to go.
That's a red state.
Yeah, I don't think, no. Because, no, it's a city thing.
Got it. Okay. Move on.
Speaking of hometown.
Now, I'll tell you, let's talk about a restaurant that people in my hometown love to visit.
I love it too.
It is great. I grew up on it. The old Cracker Barrel. What's going on? They got a rebrand?
So it really started with a logo rebrand with the same color scheme, but they took old Herschel out of it.
Yeah.
Was old Herschel like a...
Old white guy.
Mm.
He was a cracker sitting on the barrel.
Sitting on the barrel, yeah. But did Herschel have maybe a history of like slave ownership or something?
That was unclear to me, but it's a very nostalgic thing to the logo. And then it kind of just blowed over to like, this is how Cracker Barrel is going to remodel their restaurants. This is how they're going to go into this new thing. And then they start looking up who the CEO is and they say, call her a woke woman. And
that's bad.
I don't know if any of that shit is true.
This logo is bad.
But the internet just took storm of it. Stock goes down 10%, like $100 million hit on market cap because of a logo redesign. I have a couple questions. First, do you think...
Okay, so since it's your heartland, what is Cracker Barrel?
Well, hold on. Let D, what are your questions first?
Do you think Cracker Barrel is... it's the equivalent to what
I don't know if you can
Coco's and Caro's was to us growing up, but a lot more character, a lot more personality.
So it is a sit-down casual dining.
It's a sit-down casual dining restaurant that has sort of like a log cabin-y feel.
Yeah.
And there's also a gift shop.
Yeah, the shop crushes, wine, merch.
Toys and stuff. I remember getting toys and stuff there.
Yeah.
And yes, country style.
Yeah.
So like the country version of Chili's.
Yeah, but it's unique.
Yeah, it
It's a
definitely has a
pretty
lot more
unique-
character to it than a Chili's does.
Yeah, but everywhere, at least in Ohio and probably Middle America. You have them where you are, Josh?
and they're packed.
And it's just like burgers, sandwiches.
Yeah, breakfast is big there.
Good breakfast, gravy, and whatever.
Is there one in California?
Probably not.
Gotta be.
Old Herschel never wanted to step foot in this state.
Yeah, he probably did. Yeah.
But anyways, the logo rebrand happens. It just catches the internet by storm.
What were your questions? You said you had questions.
Do you think they went out to the market, meaning their core customer, and got feedback on the logo before it, and everyone said, yeah, great? Or do you think they just did
I think
it?
they got feedback from their bubble. We
Their
get
bubble.
accused of our bubble a lot.
Yeah.
They have the board and whatever has
Yeah.
their version of a bubble. I think they asked them.
But if nothing was wrong, why'd they do it?
They want to give. So
Everyone's just, it's just like,
They're
And the customer, because I live in LA and I've never even been to a Cracker Barrel
So
around the country.
Yeah.
So I'm not the customer.
Their argument was traffic was down 4 or 5% over the last year, and sales were down 4 or 5%. But that's every restaurant in that segment. I would have looked
or
at
other issues.
Yeah, I think it's a macro issue. Like
Right.
people are just on money.
But I'm saying even if their issue is like maybe, I don't know, maybe your pricing is fix that or maybe, but I
Yeah.
just don't think the logo, especially not for that crowd. If anything, they should have had an older.
They should have got Kid Rock.
Yeah, they should have made old Herschel look
Morgan
even more
Wallen and Kid Rock. Put
Southern.
them on the logo.
Yeah, like they should have
Here's
leaned
Cracker
in.
and here's Barrel.
Yeah, here you go. not
I think
The
it's
other way.
it's really silly because when you know your core customer and if it is like the heartland, you got to lean that way. Like-
100%.
Aloe doesn't lean that way because their customers are fucking rich white women in LA and New York.
And
But I
they're
think
making
every
that crystal
board-
clear in their ads.
I think every board today.
They're not trying to
Right.
hide. Well, that's the thing is that brands and leaders feel like they're obligated to respond to social media. So when you look at tweets and things, you make these changes. So even now with the change being made, if you actually think this is going to help your business, then fucking stick by your guns and let's see what happens. Play the cards out.
Right.
But if you're willing to alienate that customer who felt like a tradition going to that place, then you fucked up.
Yeah, I think brands are stupid. Know your customer and
Yeah.
market to them.
I
Yeah.
also just think like you, it's a good point you made of like some people are Aloe and they should take Aloe as like, or any of those brands as their inspiration and they should totally do that. But some aren't.
Correct.
And like you don't, it's that blueprint doesn't work for everyone.
Yep.
Not everyone can be like, modern and coastal and whatever the fuck you would call that.
Yeah.
It's your Cracker Barrel.
Yeah.
yeah, like Hooters
God,
needs to stick to their brand.
Yeah.
Hooters.
Didn't
Yeah.
they get rid of?
Yeah, and I think they're bringing it back.
So
Same way Playboy got rid of nudes for a long time. Like it's just like, dude.
Hooters, I guess the new ownership is saying
he's bringing it all back.
yeah, he's always, and they in the Wall Street Journal, the tackiness of Hooters is coming back. You think it's tacky. The customer didn't.
Right.
No,
They
that's
never-
why they go there.
They want Hooters.
Right.
It's in the name.
That's why I think it's gotten like
You
I
can't.
thought we were done with this.
No, the problem is people still like corporate America listens to the Wall Street Journal and New York Times. They read it because they're sitting in the ivory tower on Madison Avenue reading the.
and the customer's not reading it.
Nobody knows.
definitely not the Cracker Barrel customer.
Yeah.
Fuck no. But yes, that's 100% right, I think.
Yeah.
And I think those places are still incredibly woke-ish. Like
Yeah.
that stuff is still
It's not even woke-ish. It's just bad business.
But
well, no, I'm saying I agree with you, but I think that like what we're saying is like the ivory tower CEO or board member of Cracker Barrel that's in Manhattan reading the Wall Street Journal is getting like a
echo chamber.
still a woke take. It's still that still exists.
Like, what I mean, Herschel on there, or whatever his name is.
Yeah.
Get him out of
Like,
there.
I mean,
Herschel's
the
a little
perfect example
sus.
is the NFL. They knew their customer and they said,
Yep.
you stand for the flag.
You stand for the flag. If you get a concussion, you get him off the screen as fast as you
Put
can.
him in a tent,
and
cover
we
him
don't
up.
care.
Yeah, put him in a little.
That's their customer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it was controversial at the time, but they
I'm-
knew their
I'm a
customer.
I would say a
and I
perfect
like it.
example is what Dana White does with the UFC.
Yeah, he does.
Where like
what,
he'll have fighters say the wildest shit, and he's like, "I don't tell my fighters what to say," or he'll have like, and he just like, "This is who we are.
Yeah.
This is who our customer is."
yeah, you don't like it?
And on the flip side, like,
You don't have to watch it.
and no, but like an on brand on the shoe,
Yep.
they're like Roger Federer. He looks like royalty.
Yeah.
Or like
So-
Aloe, and
And
Aloe's
that's who everyone who wears it looks like him.
And in Alo's world,
And
the
that's
whole
their
world
audience.
does
Yeah, it's
yoga.
different customers.
Yeah, but everyone felt like they have to.
Everyone feels like they have to change the world.
Yeah,
Like, stop doing that. Be a
sell
brand.
gravy and eggs, you should sell. You should know who your
Right.
audience is and just fucking sell it to them.
Yeah,
All right.
that's interesting. Okay, shout outs.
Yeah.
I got a shout out.
What do you
My
got?
son Maverick. Happy birthday.
Yeah, big
man.
birthday.
Turned 7, and these kids are birthdays this week
This
too.
week we
You guys
got
really piled them together. Huh?
yeah 8 and 5 turning this week.
Yeah, that's big.
Big
Eight's
birthday
big. I
week.
remember 8.
Yeah.
I remember 8 being like,
A turning point.
Mini
just
golf.
like
You actually remembered it.
I just remember. I don't know how to say it. Like I wasn't there yet, but I was almost to double digits.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
I just remember I wanted to be a teenager so bad.
Really, at 8.
yeah, he wanted
Yeah.
to go break into random places and skateboard.
That's right.
I asked my youngest what he wants for his birthday. He goes, we went to the Dodger game recently. He's like, I saw a 10-year-old and he had a phone and he was on YouTube.
Yep.
That's what I want.
I heard schools are banning phones.
Everyone's banning it. It's over.
They're doing like the Dave Chappelle where it's locked
Locked up.
I
up.
like that.
Yeah, it is good.
Get in there and learn and be
Yeah.
fucking safe. And let's get some military and some
Yeah.
fucking
Put some
phone.
tanks in front of schools
Get
too.
rid of your phones. Bring in the military. Put tanks in front of every school. You never have another school shooting.
Yeah. Yeah, God, who's going to show up then?
Nobody.
All right, from Connor. Shout out to all you guys. Curious about Keynes. Asked if he knows about Italic and why that concept didn't work out compared to Keynes. Was it primarily due to price? Italic is an incredible business as well. Keynes seems to have figured it out a little bit different. I think Keynes diversified product categories a
Can you
little bit
explain
faster.
the brand?
What?
Explain the brand because
So they're
people
both
that don't
direct
know.
to consumer, direct from factory brands. They found like they both started in fashion where they found like footwear and apparel that they were making at the best factories in the world, direct to the consumer. Got a lot of traction. Italic and Keynes were kind of the same size, and Keynes just kind of, but Keynes is making like their version of Athletic Greens. They're making furniture. They're making everything. They're going after Amazon.
So they're beating Italic because I know Italic.
Yeah. So it seems like they've outgrown them. I don't know Italic's numbers, so I can't speak, but Keynes seems like to be growing fast. From John, day one listener here. Massive shout out to my wife, Sabrina, who's about to bless us all with a baby girl in October. We're thrilled for this next chapter in your podcast. It's been a great source of content. Keep doing what you're doing. Also, Drama's dad should run your 3rd episode a week because we all need more group chat and Mr. Powell.
That's funny.
I like that.
That'd be funny. A 3rd episode a week just with
Yeah.
pops.
Yeah. I like it.
I'll do it with Mr. Path.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's funny, man. He's a crowd favorite.
Yeah, really is.
Great voice.
Yeah, radio
He has a
voice.
good voice.
Yep. That's it.
That's it, guys.
Okay, well, fuck yeah. Thanks for listening.
And D's in town, so we might have.
We might have Wednesday.
Yeah, we might have
I'm in
Wednesday.
town this week.
Okay. All right, everyone have a great week. Stay safe. Bring in the troops. Peace.